It's a jam-packed schedule for the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is in the maximum city today after a power breakfast with the top business leaders of the country and an India-Israel seminar. He laid the wreath for the 26/11 terror attack victims. He then visited the Nariman house and Chabad Center, where he met the 26/11 survivor, Moshe Holtzberg. He will now be proceeding to meet the members of the Jewish community at the Taj Hotel, followed by Shalom and a Bollywood event before he wraps up the last leg of his India visit.
It's also, do remember, this is the highlight of the trip. This is the first time that baby Moshe is visiting the memorial, the last place where he was present with his parents before they were killed in the 26/11 attacks. And he had expressed earlier his desire to visit Nariman house, according to his grandfather, the rabbi who had been telling that baby Moshe wanted to visit. And right now they're visiting and unveiling the 26/11 live memorial at the Chabad house, along with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. A very sensitive and emotional moment indeed for the young kid who's returning to the country after those many years. Do remember his father earlier, while speaking to news reporters, had also been saying that this was the last place where his mum had kissed him and his father had hugged him. And after all these years, today once again he visits the very spot that had where he was saved by his nanny, Sandra Samuel. And in a way, this is the highlight of the very trip of the Prime Minister Netanyahu having visited the country. He had earlier business made, but this is what all eyes were focused for when he and baby Moshe would be unveiling that live memorial at the Chabad house. After all these years, he's visiting clearly for the first time, and that was the last place where he was present with his mum, where he was miraculously saved by his nanny Sandra Samuel.